Hi everyone, welcome back to Discover and Learn. Today I'm going to talk about one exercise which is really going to be a game changer for you. It is going to help you in improving your communication skills, improving your fluency and confidence in speaking in English. This is a very wonderful exercise and it is very common, very basic. We all know about it, but we just ignore it. So today in this session, I'm going to talk about this interesting exercise and I'm going to tell you how it is going to help you to achieve fluency and confidence and how do you practice this exercise. Okay, so I'm going to give you a small schedule also. On that note, guys, welcome back to my channel. I am your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. But for this, you have to subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, write your comments in the comment section, and do not forget to press the notification icon so that you get all my videos on time, free of cost, and access to all the amazing content on this channel. What you have to do is stay tuned, stay connected, and watch my entire video to master this skill. Now let's get started. So today I'm going to talk about one powerful exercise which is going to change your speaking skills. And this exercise is called reading out loud. Yes, I know you must be surprised hearing about it. This is a very common, very basic thing which everybody speaks about. But I'm going to tell you how it's going to help you, what you have to do, and what are the books or what are the things which you should include in your daily routine to practice reading out loud. So I'm going to give you resources also which you can use to read out loud. Okay, so let's start with the first thing, how it is going to help you. Okay, so every single day, if you give 10 minutes to reading out loud, it has a lot of benefits, guys. Yes, when you start reading out loud, if you start reading out any article, any news, any storybook, any novel, or anything for that matter, whatever is there in front of you, if you start reading it, you are going to get a lot of benefit out of it. The first benefit is you will be able to focus on each word. You'll be able to focus on each and every word, and you'll be able to focus on each and every sentence, right? While listening, we might miss out some sentences, we might miss out some words, right? What we do is when we listen to somebody, we don't focus completely on every single word or every single sentence. We are just focused to understand the idea of what the person is saying. So whenever the person says a sentence, we just extract the information, right? What it means. That is our focus. But when you read, when something is there in front of you and you're reading it, you are focusing on each and every sentence, each and every word written in that sentence. And that is the power of reading out loud. This is the first thing. Second, you will be able to practice articulation and pronunciation at the same time, right? You are pronouncing each word. You know how to pronounce each word. And if you have any doubt, of course, you can go to Google and get help from it. You can go to any AI and get help from it in your pronunciation. So you will be able to work on pronunciation. You'll be able to work on articulation. Articulation is very important, guys. You should know how to focus or how to pronounce each word correctly, or you have to focus on each and every word. You have to be clear in your speech. That clarity in speaking every single word properly is called articulation, which is very important while you're speaking to somebody. The person should understand each and every word and sentence what you are speaking. So you should not eat up your words, or you should not have an accent which nobody understands, right? Why we find it difficult to understand American or UK accent. It's just because their tone is different, their rhythm, their intonation, their articulation is different. Okay, so they pronounce words differently and we pronounce it differently. So that is why we are not able to understand. It's the same case when we try to focus on each and every word to speak clearly, right? It will be much better for us to be understood and to understand others as well, right? So that is why it's not the case with every single person. When you watch YouTube videos or you watch any Hollywood movie or any cartoon movie, at times it's not difficult to understand the accent, because in that people speak very clearly. They articulate each word very clearly and we are able to understand. But people who are not able to articulate each word and sentence clearly, it gets a little difficult for us to understand the accent. So that is why to be understood, it's very easy, very important to practice articulation. Okay, so articulation, pronunciation, everything you will learn in this way by just reading out loud. Okay, next, of course, you will learn vocabulary also along with everything else. So you know what word is used in what context and what it means, right? And again, if you don't know the meaning, check the dictionary or any AI dictionary or anything, online dictionary. Anywhere you can check just to understand what it means and what context that word is used. And if you have time, you can just try using that word in your own sentences also, just to practice, right? Using that word and remembering that word. If you start making sentences on your own with any word, it will help you to memorize it. It will help you to keep that word in your memory. Okay, so that is why if you start practicing it in this way, if you start using those words in your own sentences as well, along with what you're studying, it will help you to remember that word. Okay, so vocabulary also you'll be able to learn in this way just by reading out loud. Next, sentence structure or sentence construction, right? Every sentence has a particular pattern. Okay, like subject, object, verb. This is a very basic structure, but there are a lot many structures which are there, which we use every single day. But how do we remember everything? It's not easy to remember every single grammar rule, guys. But the only shortcut is when you're listening to anything, when you're reading anything, if you focus on the sentence construction, you will be able to understand the sentence construction and you will be able to make new sentences out of it. That is for sure. Okay, how sentences are written in present tense, past tense or future tense, right? What words are used, when it is used, the verb is used in front or back, object, subject. So all the positions you'll be able to understand just by reading out loud. You'll be able to focus on each word. You'll be able to focus on the placement of each word, right? And if you try, you can come up with new sentences from that sentence structure as well. So if you start focusing on in this way, it will help you to speak English fluently and confidently, or to learn to speak English fluently and confidently in no time. So this is one exercise. Just by reading out loud, you are going to make a lot of progress in a lot of things. Vocabulary, sentence structure, pronunciation, articulation, and understanding of the idea of the language and the topic, right? So there are a lot of things you will be able to focus on at the same time, and go slow. You don't have to go very fast, right? Take a paragraph every single day. Take one paragraph every single day, not more than that. I will not advise you to take up one page or, probably one whole story every single day and read it, right? Take one paragraph every day, but go slow. Try to focus on every single thing which I have just discussed. And understanding the idea and understanding what it means is very essential. So after doing all these things, you have to come up with your own understanding. After each sentence, what you can do is, when you have understood what it means, what is the idea of that sentence, try coming up with another sentence of your own to express the same idea. I'll give you an example. For example, if I'm reading a story and there's one sentence there, the hare wanted to have a race with the tortoise. For example, if I'm reading the story, The Hare and the Tortoise, so there's a sentence, the hare wanted to have a race with the tortoise. Now, after reading the sentence, I understood what the idea is. Now, how I can come up with another sentence of my own to express the same idea? Let's try that. The hare's idea was to have a race with the tortoise. The hare's idea was to have a race with the tortoise. It was the hare's idea to have a race with the tortoise. Anyway, you can just talk about it. Try taxing your brain and coming up with new sentences expressing the same idea. Try this and it is really going to benefit you guys. So that is why I'm saying take one paragraph at a time and read it loudly. First time probably just try to read everything. Next time you try to focus on each word and sentences. Another time you try to focus on the pronunciation. Next time you try to repeat those sentences loudly. Okay. And then try to understand what the construction is, sentence, how the sentence is made, if you can come up with a new sentence with the same sentence structure. And lastly, you can just talk about what each sentence means and how you can express it in your own words. Okay, if you start practicing all these things along with reading out loud or simultaneously, you are definitely going to make a good progress very soon or in no time. Trust me on this. Okay, so that is why reading out loud is so important. It is going to help you in your overall growth in your speaking skills. Okay, you will not need anything else then. Trust me on this. Next, I'm going to talk about what resources you can use to practice reading out loud. First one is newspapers. You can always read newspapers or any news article which is there online. You can go to any newspaper's website or TV website or news channel's website and you can just read the article. Google also has a lot of articles there, so you can just read out from there as well. So whatever you are comfortable with, you can either read from newspaper or any news article online. You can just try to read. It's just that you have to read it out loud. So whether it is on your mobile or a hard copy, whatever. So this is the first thing. So read a newspaper. Okay, take one paragraph, start reading and understanding the whole idea or concept. And try to use it in your own, come up with new sentences by reading. Okay, so this is going to help you in your speaking practice also. Next thing you can do is books. You can read books. Now what kind of books you can read? You can read any book, right? Related to cartoons or novels or autobiography or inspirational, any kind of book you can read. You can read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You can read The Alchemist. You can read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. You can read Archie's. Anything, whatever you like, right? So these are some books I would recommend and it's your choice, whatever books you want to read. Okay, so this is one. Another category is short stories or story books, right? So there are lots of story books also available online. I have got a lot of books for my daughter as well. These are very small stories and which is very inspirational. It's very good. So there are lots of books available online. They're not very expensive, guys. You can just buy those books and you can just start reading those stories as well. So the short stories, the story books, which are not very big. So you can buy them and you can start reading those story books or short stories as well. Okay. Apart from that, any article related to beauty, health, science, history, geography, environment, anything, you're just free to choose. Lots of articles available online, right? You can find it anywhere and everywhere. Whatever is your interest, you can start reading. Whatever your hobby is, you can just start exploring those as well. Read articles related to your hobby. You will find it interesting and you'll be able to relate to it and you'll understand, try to understand it as well. And you will be excited enough to talk about it as well. So start exploring these areas and start exploring these things. Practice reading out loud. This is definitely going to help you a lot and you'll see a lot of difference by the end of 30 days. So guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in my next session. Until then, keep learning, keep speaking, keep watching and keep exploring. See you. Bye-bye and take care.